Don, can you tell us a bit about this GSMA IPX initiative and what benefits there are for cell operators here?
Yes, the GSMA IPX initiative is an initiative to enable interconnection for mobile operators to expand their reach and be able to offer IP to IP interconnection. So the benefit for mobile operators is it lowers their cost for transport for long distance and international calling.
Okay, so there are a couple of benefits involved. One is the reduction in interconnect cost, and then also some value-added service proposition here. So, are we looking at IP-oriented applications that mobile operators will be able to offer as a result of this initiative going forward?
Absolutely. So they beyond just the operating costs, they now have the opportunity for new revenue opportunities. For example, video telephony, being able to carry calls long distance and interconnect with other mobile operators with video telephony, or you can imagine a whole host of new IP services that the operators could now roll out on their networks.
Okay. Peering in the wireline sort of segment has, resulted in several benefits for carriers. It has, in a way, revolutionized the wholesale interconnect business. Should we expect something similar happening in the among the cell operators, and what are the implications of that for the cell operators, their businesses going forward? Because a lot of their revenue comes from the voice business, and that's something they're not willing to cannibalize just yet.
Right. I think that the benefit we already talked about, which is ultimately some lower cost benefit that they get from the voice business, but also when you start looking at IP, as we just talked about, the additional revenue opportunities with new applications that they can now deliver, and also that the interconnect carriers can now deliver as possibly wholesale services or white label services that they can now deliver through the mobile operators.
Okay. There are obviously certain new business models that are possible here with this initiative. To start off with, there are companies that can facilitate either bilateral peering or multilateral peering, and these include companies like iBasis, Belgacom International Carrier, and they happen to be one of your customers, existing customer. And there are others like Telecom Italia looking to cash in on this opportunity. Apart from being able to make a cut in the middle, charge them per minute, what other opportunities are there for companies like Belgacom International Carrier Services?
I think there's an opportunity for them to really extend their business one step further, so move from being the transport, if you will, to the carriers to actually being able to offer them value-added services, or be able to white label services, so they can allow the mobile operator to extend their network reach even though they don't have network facilities or equipment in an out-of-region area. So I think it really is an opportunity for those carriers to take their business one step further.
And it's obviously, it's obviously a business, an additional sort of business for wholesalers such as Belgacom International Carrier. But would we expect a new breed of service providers cropping up here who would be willing to cash in on this opportunity, facilitating multilateral pairing among cell operators as well as interconnection for value-added services? Do you expect such new startups emerging here?
I think it's always possible. I think when you start looking at some of the complexities of the business arrangement and the experience required in being able to offer those kind of services and agreements, that I think you're going to find that a lot of the well-established carriers are easily able to capitalize on that business with their existing relationships, their billing systems, their customer care, their all of the infrastructure they already have in place. I think makes it a nice, logical move to be able to move into that business. And I never say never. I'm certain there's innovative companies who could do that as well, but I think the infrastructure and experience level is probably going to benefit those existing carriers more.
Maybe just one last question I have. Veraz has obviously had to comply with certain standards set by the GSMA in terms of the interfaces, also certain capabilities in terms of end-to-end QoS and transcoding, etc., that you had to bring in order to facilitate such peering. what does this whole thing translate into? What sort of business opportunity does it bring for Veraz going forward?
I think there's a number of business opportunities. The first is for those existing peering customers. Now there's some additional equipment and capability that they need to be able to offer IPX service. So as you just mentioned, Veraz's expertise in signaling and our ability to handle a wide variety of signaling variants makes us very well suited to deal with the complexities and the interconnection involved amongst all the different carriers. So I think there's definitely an opportunity to capitalize on our experience and expand our customer base with those capabilities. Also, the way that we architect our network with our distributed switch, we have a very strong understanding of what it means to deliver one call record end-to-end quality of service. So we're a known quantity and known player in being able to do that, and it's a nice evolution for our customers with us. I think the next step is when you look at mobile operators now capitalizing on IP infrastructure with both our end user services as well as our peering expertise in IP. We have a wide range of services and capability that those mobile operators might want to take advantage of, as well as the interconnect operators. So it's a very strong opportunity for us, and we think we fit very nicely into that.
You have, maybe just one more question. You have several operator customers worldwide who would be looking to explore this opportunity. What sort of traction are you getting for this solution among those customers without necessarily having to name the customers?
A lot of traction, a lot of interest from the peering customers. So we just announced and will be announcing completion of our trial with Belgacom International with BIX, and we are starting another trial with another carrier today and have another one lined up in the following week. So a lot of interest in this capability from the interconnect customers.
Great. Well, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.